I took overheal this game. You know York's Q heals him. For like 2.
Hey Ian, I just got through a bunch of cutscenes in Kingdom Hearts.
Nice.
Skillfully got done, I have to say.
There was quite a few cutscenes in Kingdom Hearts. Are you actually starting red? Can you not?
Seems like a bad idea. I don't think this is a good idea.
We have like no. You guys have no CC.
What are you talking about? We got 2.
Oh shit!
Do we want it? Do we want it?
Escape! Get out of here!
Run away while we can.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Oh fuck! I didn't buy anything.
Oh my god. Oh, the thing fit there.
And Kane was counting on you for a leash. Ooh. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's just going to the skittings instead. Skittings, whatever they're called.
Wait, shouldn't we have acted like Kane started blue?
No! The fact that our jungler, our top lane didn't leash is already gonna throw them off.
But he's getting to lane as if he did leash. This is some next level, like, strategery.
They just lost XP.
And 150 health. Come up for another one, baby boy.
Thresh AFK.
Sure hope so.
I hate this noise Lysandra makes.
She screams a lot.
Hate the noise you make. Oh!
That
Oh,
bounced to me too quickly.
oh, that one just hurt. Oh, come on. Got him.
Beep boop boop beep boop.
I'm saying I'm like a robot because I'm so good.
Something like that. Oh my god, you thought big things were gonna happen. You thought that Nunu was gonna 100-0 you off a snowball?
Yeah!
With heal?
It was a large snowball.
Sandra coming down.
Only I have flash still.
Whoa! That's a pretty cool animation. I won't lie. Oh shit.
I healed you.
I could have ignited. Oh. I didn't think I was in range.
That's what they all say. And then they are in range.
Could have used spells to get me out of that.
Oh, I mean, if you want to, you can report yourself.
Maybe I'll see how the rest of the game.
Okay.
Dang. A double misplay. If I would have ignited Lysandra, we would have killed her.
No. Ha! Second Nunu. Snowball into the fucking
Ooh.
Kinda.
It's funny hearing a robot trash talk. Thresh went first item Mobies.
Yeah, because you ain't no bitch.
Why did that hit me? There was all those minions there. Ooh.
Nina's mid.
Don't tell me who Nunu is. I'll figure out myself if I want to know.
Oh, it's so close.
Where's Nunu? Is he coming up here?
I'm
Probably.
gonna ult bot lane. In like 10 seconds.
Okay.
I'm going.
No, there's Nunu.
He already flashed. Oh. Okay. Oh, Thresh got it.
We don't know where this goes.
Hopefully not bottom. They never saw our escape coming.
Out like a light, though.
Cool. When my ghost takes a thing, I get the gold for it.
CS.
No, the gold plating.
Oh. That's interesting. Kinda stupid.
Nunu's been mid like 8 times.
Yeah, seems to like you.
Watch out, Thresh.
Just coming. Oh, look at all these pink wars top lane. Jesus. Nunu's mid again.
Uh-huh.
Thresh mid.
Mid. You gonna kill this person, Sean?
I think Thresh will be back.
Speed buff me. I ignored you.
Nunu mid.
I'm not surprised. I'm surprised.
Uh-huh.
Feel like that was some pretty heavy sarcasm. Why are you stealing my CS?
Oh, that's his bot.
Oh my god, there's a Nunu here too. We didn't kill Thresh.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, get wrecked.
Kill me. That's fine.
Oh,
Oh.
my god, that consume heal. Flash too slow. I'm here.
Enjoy the turret playing, bitch. Oh. You didn't enjoy it. I'm good.
Get up. Stand firm. Strike hard.
Shucks.
Thresh, feed it.
Oh, I thought you said he was coming.
He's sort of coming. His mini-map's bugged out. Why did you choose to play like the most boring support in the world, Sean?
I thought it would work well with Kaisa, and I haven't gotten a box on Lulu yet this season, so I was hoping to get a box if one of you gets an S. I think Kaisa with a Lulu ult would be good.
This is awkward.
Thresh mid.
Why is Thresh over there?
He's roaming.
Oh.
I don't need a TP. He's still there! Oh
Yep.
shit. Sandra ulted.
This skin lives on me and hunts it.
Oh, please.
I will roam.
Get wrecked.
Did you see that?
Yeah, that was nice.
The void will not consume me, but I must act, if others will not be as lucky.
Everybody loves a tanky TF.
Oh,
Why is this Kane not coming in?
I'm on the Nuna counter. I just
Oh,
threw up a
shit.
wall.
I have my ult for bot.
Oh, the schwack.
Oof. Oh. Thrash is feeded.
Really?
So many shutdowns.
The suit hunting among I choose.
Sushi, you can go top.
But there's a dragon.
Oh, fine. The turret's really low. If you can get that drag. That silence wrecked me. Get an ult.
Are we just not gonna do? This is what happens when you don't have a jungler on the team.
I have ult for you.
Oh.
Ult him, ult him, ult him. Oh, crap.
Ooh.
Garen's there, I'm not there. I can't come either.
Never hesitated for a second.
Hesitating's for pussies.
Shut down money.
Okay.
Nice. I'm coming. Dang
He's
it.
so fast.
Thought he'd go the other way.
That's what you get for thinking, am I right?
Well, I mean, I essentially cut him off. Made sure he couldn't get away.
I have Rift. Should I go bot?
Yeah.
This is warded. I have sweeper in third.
Oh my god, they finally made this stupid pet follow me around. It's finally useful.
Nice bug fix, Rito.
No, it was intentional. Like, they didn't want it to follow me around or
Oh. Why not?
for some reason. I don't know. Oh shit, I'm coming.
He did.
Lissandra ult now.
Worth, am I right?
I think so.
Charity Lulu.
Come here, bitch.
Ooh.
I didn't tag him.
Fight is blood. Only now
God, I can't buy a kill.
I'm here.
Okay, I just want to see a time remaining.
Ooh!
Hmm.
stay alert. Stay aggressive.
Wish she did.
Good job, Ari.
I'm going.
I have to rip this, it's gonna expire.
No, okay. I guess we're gonna herald some bottoms.
Trees. Oh, I missed them.
Oh.
Good work, broski.
He went for
Mid,
two.
mid.
Dragon.
Just 3 bot. Thresh has no ult.
Coming.
Three seconds. Jab. What?
I'm going in.
Try to get this guy, yeah.
Yeah.
Fudge.
Got him. Jab.
Garen flashed on me.
Careful for Garen. One marauder, Suture.
Good thing he flashed for me.
Good thing he flashed for you.
Oh yeah.
That was good for us. We got Dragon and some other stuff.
Shut down. Nunu's the wait, Nunu, I forgot about him. I haven't seen him in a while.
Was he AFK? I think he.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I do think he's AFK.
He's level 10, so maybe he was there, okay.
Yeah, he definitely was.
Go.
Nice. That's the comeback we needed.
Oh, you can't pop
Thresh
him
is
up or
AFK,
anything,
Nunu's
guy?
AFK.
He missed it.
My skin is cold.
So when I was killing Rift Herald, every time I threw my E on it, and it was kind of upsetting.
I'm upset for you.
Okay, Lissandra's top. There's Garen.
I blocked for you in that fight. Suits you.
Yes, I saw. It was very nice of
I
you.
came for the hunt. Stay for the fruit.
You're a great person.
I have TP in 2 minutes.
Uh-oh. Oh, Nunu. Okay.
I can make a difference.
Sandra, no ult or flash.
Oh. Oh. Man, my Q came in clutch at the end, though. Oh, God. That wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, you weren't feeling it, Suchu?
What?
You think Thresh was going to be there?
I killed Thresh.
Couldn't you have ulted in on that? Couldn't you have ulted in on that?
Probably.
I got them both really low. You guys are probably good.
Baron?
Nice.
I'm not here to cater to your ult desires, Sean.
Just thought you might be about it.
Oh, I hate when that happens. When you buy something, makes a noise, you leave, and you didn't buy it.
Oh, shiz. There's a lot of people around here.
I do have my ult. Doesn't matter.
They
Can't
just
go in that
literally walked right by Kane and said, let's get the Lulu.
Yeah.
Do you have TPI?
And
We're doing
yeah, I got
good.
it now. You have a ward for me? You have a ward for me?
I'm dead.
Drop a ward right here.
Okay. I'm keeping Garen away from you guys.
No. Do this, do this.
No, get me now. That's a good. Yeah, now do Baron. Seemed like Kane.
Do you
might
see?
have been
Do you
the
see
man.
my guy screaming? Can you guys hear it too, or just me?
I think just you. That was nice. Dragon's up. Let's do that, and then we can recall and push.
I'll run top. You guys have fun. Got my ZZ rot. That was funny. Thresh came to save Garen, and then I just killed him.
It's nice of you.
Mid? Backing?
I wanna buy, sorry. Sorry if my life inconveniences you.
We decide in tomorrow.
I think Geno's at the top. Yeah. Which means Dash is probably around.
Why is your IQ so high? Garen's bottom.
Okay, I'm running up.
2 bottom. 1 top.
Can we dive Jin? Oh, I don't have my ult. Thresh is there anyway.
Shove, there's still 2 bots. We can fight actually.
I'm taking for you. Ah, whatever.
Thanks for taking it from me. It's really nice of you.
Oh, I have no minion. I have no pets.
Missed time.
Got him.
Great job, teammates.
We did
Great
it.
playing with you all.
Good effort.
Okay, hopefully one of you got an S.
I hope nobody did. I'm gonna upvote Ian. Because you literally
Cool.
just greeted to try to get a box.
Did it work?
Come on. I got enough.
Subpar.
I didn't get
And a box. Yes.
I didn't get a box.
League of Legends, the players are friendly in game. Hell no. That was the survey they gave me.
How do you get a survey?
I don't know.
I got one earlier today. It was like, what other video games do you play? That's all it asked.
Did you say World of Warcraft?
I did.
Nice. Honest.
Was there like options to pick, or did you have to like type it in or
No,
something?
I just typed it. That was my last game.
Oh,
Thank God.
Your first spin, last.
rank
What was
games
my
finally.
first?
One
Gotta-
second.
Gotta
BFG.
prepare for Super Bowl
Yeah, going over to neighbor's house.
Super Bowl.
already.
Most of them have kids, so it's like before the game, and then by halftime, everyone will leave.
Oh,
Oh.
baby. Let's see who I reroll. I got a reroll again. SK. Alright, Samsung White Talon. Cool. I guess.
Okay, it won't let me switch, even though Sean's gone.
Oh. Where's Brian? Should I go to Brian? I'm going to Brian this one. Suit you. Leaving you all alone.
Hmm. Correct.
Hmm. How come I wasn't invited to any Super Bowl parties?
Same.
Seems really unfair.
Oh no. Oh wait, we're playing. You have to switch the. You have to switch the. Cube type. Oh, flex. Why? I'm not even ranked. What? Am I? Wait, let me check.
I'm silver. That's why.
Oh, I'm platform in my placement.
Me
So.
Smurf.
Alright, I'll smurf.
Actually, I'm just gonna get off and go play Xbox. My friends want me to go play that now.
Oh, I guess I can eat lunch then.
Hmm. Cool.
Goodbye, Suchu.
I guess
From
I'll go
4?
back to saving Aqua, whoever the fuck that is. Do not know that person.
I don't. Yeah. Good luck.
I don't need luck.
Bye, friends.
line. And who? He's going to be next to the chopping block. A 3 for 0. Are you kidding me? But now Ole could just fall. Bang does get one, but what a fumble for 100 Thieves. Sure, 2 kills are nice, but 4-2 is way better for Golden Guardians.
Yeah, 100 Thieves just looked like they tried to force that so heavily, knowing that they were at these really strong item breakpoints. I don't think they thought enough about the positioning, how they're actually approaching this fight, and it is 3 members now onto the Baron.
That is some red zone defense there. Golden Guardians knew they had to stop this from happening, and 100 Thieves threw it away, possibly literally. He's in the Shroud. Now, can he play around contracts? Can he play around the AoE damage? They know there's no easy way out. The Sweeper's tracking the moves. He's going to flash over the wall. The blind ult! What a shot by Hauntzer! But someday about enough time that Baron will not be taken.
Yeah, it was a nice ultimate there from Hauntzer, but still well worth the price for Someday to stop the Baron from going down, because yes, now, that was a big fumble there from 100 Thieves. They did give over a lot of kills, but they still have the gold lead. The Baron is still on the map, and here it is one more time, going straight in. The Braum ultimate only connecting on one, and you see Someday actually jumping out of the Shroud to attack the backline, making himself fairly vulnerable. Huhi on the side, again, only able to hit Hauntzer. The teamfight positioning was just much better from the Golden Guardians, as they were never really able to get access to anyone besides Hauntzer for a lot of this fight until later in the fight. Bang is over on the side and does pick up a couple of kills, which saves them from total disaster. This was really well done from him, and that is what prevents the Baron. That is what really keeps them still in a commanding position.
Definitely some impressive plays from 100 Thieves, Someday, and Bang. Bang kind of 1v2'd the entire duo lane of Golden Guardians, actually killed them both and kept them out of the fight for so much of it. And just barely no Baron picked up for Golden Guardians. Some clutch plays there, but a lot of work still to do by the blue team here. 100 Thieves in a commanding spot. At any point, they can choose to say, all right, wards go back down, play for the position. Now the play towards Aphromoo. Big damage on the Braum. He will be feared. The knockup buys a couple of seconds, but it will be a trade kill for just the Guardian Angel. So far, Golden Guardians are working their way back in. Hauntzer takes up a lot of shots. He's getting low. They've got to be careful of this. As Redemption comes down, resets the fight, and they'll be able to slink through a little bit. There's the start of the front line. They're going to get Anda as well, and Golden Guardians suddenly finding the team fight after team fight.
Nicely done from the Golden Guardians, taking down Aphromoo. I actually thought that was totally fine for 100 Thieves because they committed so much to kill him, but then Anda steps up. He goes down as well. The Baron's on the table, and now your jungler's gone. 100 Thieves up against it, but they do have all of their damage dealers here.
Yeah, nice spell shield, gets rid of the ult out of Bang, but they're still going to find some decent fighting here. The heal comes in, here comes the dive inside the Baron pit, 5v3. They got to stop it early because Smite will go the way of Golden Guardians, waiting for it. He terrible drop here as 100 Thieves look to clean up. Ole's Baron Pit 5v3. They gotta stop it early because Smite will go the way of Golden Guardians. Waiting for it.
He missed the Smite!
He misses it, and Someday grabs it. Plus 2 more kills. What a terrible drop here as 100 Thieves look to clean up. Ole's low. All the kills coming across. Are you kidding me? What a fight for 100 Thieves.
It all goes wrong for Golden Guardians. They get 3v5 ace. They miss the Smite. Someday is the hero for 100 Thieves, picking up the Baron. And that is a backbreaker if I have ever seen one for the Golden Guardians. I think that is going to pretty much do it for this game. It's
Oh my gosh.
just absolute devastation for the Golden Guardians.
2-1 team fights into the Baron push with no Smite on the opposing team. You had to believe that was that fourth quarter play that would have worked for them with 2 minutes remaining, and yet it wasn't enough. 100 Thieves somehow turn it around in a 3v5. The Baron's picked up, the inhibitors, 2 of the 3 are going to fall. They'll reset one more time, but certainly this is the push after the reset that ends the game.
Yeah, and here it is one more time. Someday, blast cones in, getting a lot of damage down. Bang, very accurate with his poke, really adding a lot here as well. And if you look in the backline, Someday's so low, but he does survive, healing up a lot off of Contracts, and Contracts has to smite for a heal. That is what happened there. So Someday forced this. It was a forced error because Contracts would have died if he did not smite at that time because Someday was soloing him out. So brilliant play for Someday. Much more an outplay than misplay here, I think, at least in their interaction. But it can be argued that the team should have stayed in the pit and killed off Someday to protect their jungler. So whether or not the mistake was Contracts, it certainly was still Golden Guardians.
Well, unfortunate stuff there. We saw Definitely come out, try to zone out both the Rise and more, but here's another fight on the mid lane, looking for a big nugget for Aphromoo into the back line. They've knocked down Ole already. 1 for 0, 100 Thieves looking to close it out. Definitely is going to be locked in the cage. There's no way out for the Kai'Sa. 2 for 0, looking for a third, and that is going to be the kill on the Hanser as well. There is no defense left. Froggen can run, but he certainly is not going to survive this game. A double kill for Bang, and 5 versus 1 inside the base. This will certainly end. 100 Thieves will finally get a win in LCS 2019. Golden Guardians, sad for them, a 0-4 start. 100 Thieves, though, keep checking in later on throughout time. As Zale mentioned, there's not a lot of top lane Ornn anymore in pro play. The trading is a lot weaker, but we'll check in throughout time. Mid lane, actually, so far very positive for Phoenix, and I do want to talk about Crown, actually, because we heard from Countdown at the beginning of the day. There's a good chance that Crown was the single most important pickup of any team in the offseason, and he has been very good. His actual CS, I think it's CSD at 10, is highest of all mid laners in LCS, even above players like Jensen, who is undefeated, and also Liquid's the best team in the league. So Crown has been a standout, but I think a lot of players in Optic are doing well.
Yeah, they definitely are, and it's something that's made that much more impressive when you're not surrounded by this all-star, starting supporting cast, right?
Yeah.
For TL, it's a whole squad of all-stars basically, and Optic did not have high expectations, so to succeed anyway, I think, is extremely impressive, and it's been a pleasant surprise because Crown. A lot of people do think back to Crown the world champion, but last year in the LCK, Crown was certainly struggling. At Worlds, they had an early exit as well, so it didn't even get to play for a lot of the regular LCK season.
Ooh, Smite goes to Rush, I believe, as they're now both wearing blue buffs, but Dardoch nearly makes that invade happen. Either way, he will at least take the Gromp out, as Rush has to get away from this one, and Dokla, with already the lane push, ensures this camp goes over to Optic's side.
Yeah, so nice little invade, even though he does not get the blue. He still had his Smite. There's no chance that Rush was going to be able to contest that with Solo shoved in and Dokla roaming over. But Crown, yeah, he's been very impressive, and it's exciting to see another really talented player performing well in the LCS.
Always good to see. We see the bot lane being pushed in. Hakuo and Apollo have been together for quite a long time at this point. Hakuo making his first start with Renegades all those years ago, and Thresh has been one of his trademark champions, and those two have done some pretty good things throughout LCS before, but they've been some of the major carry forces of Echo Fox right now. That even with Rush coming in, he maybe wasn't quite as explosive as some people were hoping for, but the sort of consistency of Apollo and Hakuo have actually been pretty high and have been one of the positive forces for Echo Fox getting wins.
Yeah, and I think that's a really good word to describe them. They have been very consistent for a very long time. They are not usually considered the best of the bottom lanes in the league. They are always, somewhere more around the middle, but I do think that they are consistent performers. They can have high highs, and certainly when you think back to Spring Split last year, Hakuo famously being the first team to kind of knock out TSM before the finals with Clutch there, and Hakuo having an incredible performance on the Thresh.
He's on that champion again. It's one he's known for, and so far the bottom lane looking pretty decent. This is a Kai'Sa who is winning lane, and that feels pretty positive. Tahm Kench, of course, having to be more passive in the matchup anyway. You expect some of this to happen anyway. But Kai'Sa getting to scale is good, and Rush getting to solo his Mountain Drake is nice as well. Leapt over, that's on cooldown. If he were found, he'd have to flash, but looks like the early Mountain Drake will be a formality here as Echo Fox are going to dedicate the time. There's no camps to take anyway, and this Drake is worth gold and XP more than it was in the previous season. And so slowly, Mountain Drake is the tankiest of all the Drakes. Lowest DPS, but the tankiest. And slowly but surely it will drop. Hakuo helps take it up, and they will get the early Mountain Drake here in this game.
Yeah, not bad at all. It is one that I think it's, very much can be a kind of a win war style of dragon, so they're probably not going to get anything from it early on, but Kha'Zix is already an incredible Baron taker, as is Kai'Sa, so if you're looking forward into the game, if they're in a good position, that can help to enable that much more. And up here on the top side, Dokla is level 6, Solo is not, so they may be potentially looking to pressure him at the very least, but not going to try for any crazy dives.
Yeah. Rengar is around, but he's 5 with 0 XP to spare, so it's not like he's close to the level up or anytime soon. So Grom's back up, but he's going to be a while till that comes out and happens. And we'll wait to see what comes through. Is it simply a only 7 CS lead right here for Dokla? He's not actually denying that much from Solo. Solo's holding up pretty well.
Yeah, nothing too crazy, but I do think it can get tougher for the tanks as Urgot gets some more levels and the passive cooldown shortens up, and especially once you're on something like Black Cleaver, that can get really difficult to deal with, all the CDR and the levels that he's picked up by that point. But we'll see. I mean, if Solo can make it through the laning phase, I do think this is still an incredibly strong pick for the team fights, right? Yeah. The ultimate is incredibly powerful. That really is the bread and butter of the Ornn. The engage potential is extremely high. So we'll see how well he's going to be able to perform in the later stages of this lane.
Ooh, the ult's landed. Solo is going to be low enough. This could be the pull, and it will be a solo kill. First blood in the top lane for Dokla.
It's the caster curse. As soon as you talk about him doing okay, he does get solo killed up there. Dokla had the spellbook Ignite, plus the ultimate in the Phage, enough to knock him down. Thankfully for Solo, at least he does have the TP, so should be able to collect up most of those minions for the experience and gold, but definitely going to feel good for Dokla to be able to get that sort of an advantage and springboard him towards that Black Cleaver. Yeah, so here it is one more time. He has the Spellbook Ignite ready. He is level 6. Able to just really connect with everything. E-Flash there to buffer the E, so there's not really any time for Solo to react, and that is just really well done from Dokla. I'm assuming he actually TP'd into the river because it seemed like Solo was fairly far up, and he kind of got around on him a little bit, and Solo just not maybe noticing that teleport coming in or underestimating just how much damage he can do with that Ignite available.
Seems like it was underestimated, and that was really nicely done. Here, good stun comes through. Crown getting a bit of a lead here in this. And Phoenix is at half HP. One of the very few landing phases we're seeing Crown behind in farm. That is a bit expected Brazilian.
Yeah.
You can certainly survive it, but it's hard to get all the CS, just with how difficult using Time Bomb can be.
Yeah, and again, it's another champion that I think really does benefit from some levels. Once you hit up around that level 9, you start picking up some AP, you have max rank of your bombs. Then you're just clearing out the waves for free, and you can start to look to be more aggressive. But in those early stages, as you say, the bombs can sometimes leave those minions at awkward health points and result in you missing some of the farm. But, I mean, really, both players are farming incredibly well at this stage.
They're just fine right here. Drawdock grabbing the red buff. That is, of course, level 6 in for both these junglers. Unsurprising in most of this. Phoenix just going to keep the farm going under turret as well. Looks like we have the ult evolved for Rush here.
It's also worth noting, Crown's build here. He is not going for a Ludens. He's not going for a tier. It is at least the Catalyst and expecting just a straight row of Rush. And I think that this is intelligent for a number of reasons, but especially when you are playing against Lissandra, when you are playing against Kha'Zix, you're not playing Cleanse, so you need to be able to survive through the initial Lissandra ult to actually get your self-ultimate out and be able to revive. And if you go for a no-health build, a no defenses build, that is very unlikely to happen.
All right, a fight between the junglers. Good damage coming out at the beginning. Dardoch one charge away from Empowered, and he's going to get an extra heal coming through, but now damage is on. Gate showing up. Rush is running for dear life, and a kill in the bot lane. They just caught Asta. Flash up, killed. Maybe walked the wrong way, but either way, well done to Echo Fox. Their Hakuo's Ignite and Box were enough.
Yeah, I mean, Gate ults over to assist Dardoch, and it looks like Hakuo and Apollo say, okay, we'll take that 2v1. You can see both ults on cooldown, Ignite on cooldown. I can tell you pretty much he got hooked, and then Kai'Sa ulted in and he died. Don't really need the replay to figure out that one.
But it puts the game back to tied in gold. Echo Fox still up that Drake. We can watch this bot lane fight again.
Yeah, so Gate going to be looking to ult over. Maybe expecting Asta again. Yeah, Asta was trying to get in. Gate double-clicked the ultimate, I think, there before he had a chance to actually hop aboard. So he was standing there trying to click on the Tahm Kench and jump aboard, and Hakuo just hooks him up.
Yeah.
He'll take that kill, no problem.
Oof. Gate selling out his teammates, unlucky there. That is...
Baited and outsmarted.
Yeah, I guess. All right, well, that's rough stuff, but it's a kill in the bot lane, and Echo Fox can feel very good. First 200 CS of the bot laners is Apollo. Stormrazor done. Definitely in a powerful spot with this Kai'Sa.
Not that big of a deal, though. You know, no summoners down for Asta, and the kill at least did go over to Hakuo, so it's it's not the end of the world. But certainly a nice advantage that Echo Fox will take, as both these teams playing it fairly slowly in these early stages, and happy to farm up. As you pointed out in the top lane, farm still quite even. No significant advantages besides that one kill going over to Dokla, and Dardoch having to use his first ult defensively turned off a lot of the playmaking ability that Optic otherwise would have had.
I want to point out a choice Solo is making. He's rushing for CDR building components. Glacial into Kindle Gem, pretty cheap, but 20 CDR in the build already. Stacking armor and health, and the most efficient ones he can get now. Second Mountain Drake is being targeted, and looks like Optic are going to be willing to give it away. Yeah. Nice try on the ult in case there was a missed smite. Rush would have given it over, but plays it well.
Yep, and what that costs them is the gold and the turret plate and everything that's being given over to Dokla. Because Dokla had no intention of coming down. That's why Optic just immediately back off. Solo had no TP, so he ran all the way down there, down to the dragon, then walks all the way back up. So it is 2 turret plates going over the way of Dokla in a matchup that he's already winning. So that is going to be nice for him, but they're looking for the pick now.
All right, they're going to find the knockup. He's got a Summoner Spellbook heal, pops that for some movement, and now he's got to watch out. He's going to be fine. Crown TP's top lane. You can see that through Fog of War. Phoenix just simply walked up, so a somewhat Summoner Spell lead here in this case. And they can walk back to mid.
Yeah, so a lot of gold available now for him to spend. Dokla sitting on 2,300 gold, working through his cull also. So, is going to have that Black Cleaver available and should really be able to take over in the lane. As you say, Solo working towards those CDR components. This is a build that we were kind of last seeing in Pro quite a bit before the orange changes, which kind of knocked him out. And I do think it is a very effective one. It's mostly about the ultimate, so just get the ultimate up available as soon as possible.
Here's the attempt. They found the slow. Solo does have flash.
Nice
this time
flash.
He predicts it right. He knew the E-flash was coming. Same cooldown, and Solo gets away.
Yep, that is really well done from Solo. It was the buffered flash, the E into flash, and Phoenix and Crown having a fight.
Gets away from both the bombs. Now a fight between the junglers. Rush is so low. Dardoch almost able to kill him, but the ult is down, and he can't find those last few shots. But pushing Rush away. He was flashless.
Yeah, action all across the map, but nothing resulting in kills. And as you said, it was just good anticipation from Solo. When they do the E flash, there's no time to really react. Once the E is already flashed on top of you, you're going to be flinged in. So that early flash saves Solo's life, and Dardoch, 2 ultimates, no kills to show for it just yet, but has been having some close fights here against Rush.
Okay, still a very close game. 200 gold separates. And it's still anyone's game here. The farm pretty equal across the junglers, though Dardoch had a better first round through it. It is 87 to 79 in jungle CS essentially, so Rush is now holding up throughout the mid game, and we will wait to see this mid game Kha'Zix try to take over later on.
Double mountain and a 3rd mountain coming up really is going to incentivize Echo Fox to try to grab that and then look for some sort of Baron sneak. That becomes such a kind of clear win condition. When you do hit 3 Mountain Dragons with Kha'Zix, with Kai'Sa, you can absolutely shred that so incredibly fast. Sometimes even if your opponents realize that you're doing it, they're not going to have enough time to react. So we'll see how heavily these 2 teams are going to brawl over that Mountain Dragon. And how well they're going to do at actually tracking the neutral objectives, keeping vision in around the Baron and the Rift Herald, and trying to deny as much of that as is possible as we move towards those stages of the game.
Yeah. Well, those 2 turret plates taken in the top lane were what we expected, and I believe it was bot outer, the last one as well on the Echo Fox side. For Echo Fox, I should say. As that blue's going to be taken once again, going over to Phoenix. Mathematically, I think it's interesting that the 3rd Mountain Drake, though it feels really good, doesn't mean as much for Echo Fox as the first 2 did. You essentially have decreasing value, diminishing returns with each one picked up. But, you know, would be nice, just not super duper necessary. So we'll see if they do have that priority or not. Of course, it will spawn well before the Baron comes up, so it might be the only objective they even want. Might be nothing else to fight for. And once again, mid lane wave clear comes through, and it's 147 to 165. Just very easy to get almost all of it. Another attempted steal for Asta, and it's not even close.
But it looked pretty.
It looked pretty. Visual update came through end of last year. Looks nicer than before.
Yeah, we'll give them that. But so far, you know, so good for both the teams. Gold pretty much dead even. It is 2 Mountain Dragons to 0, but that is, you know, the potential to get more from that. That is not guaranteed advantages just yet. These lanes have been fairly even, although you do see, you know, Echo Fox is out farming in the mid and the bot. The advantages that Urgot has gotten with the initial solo kill for First Blood, as well as the 2 turret plates, is kind of what is keeping you pretty darn close there.
Simple wave clear back and forth across the map. We don't have anything intricate going on right now. Of course, with Tahm Kench in the lane, it's almost impossible for Thresh to force an all-in. Asta can take the hook, and then Gate just presses W, and as long as you don't double tap R, you're going to be fine. Rush going to look for Dardoch, maybe. No, nothing to be had just yet.
And as the game is being pretty passive, we can kind of take a step back and look at some of these teams and their path here. You know, Rush obviously is such a popular player, you know, had come into the league with Tip, had a lot of success there. That's where he won his MVP and really kind of made a name for himself as this playmaker. And it's been quite some time since he's been with the league. He has been in Korea for quite a while, kind of training under Score. Didn't get a tremendous amount of playtime there, but certainly Score is one of the most respected junglers in the world, someone that most people pointed to as the best jungler in the world. So that is something that you have to think Rush really would have benefited from. You know, certainly a player with a tremendous amount of mechanical skill, and having that opportunity to train under Score should have paid dividends.
And first turret bot lane goes to the Kai'Sa 2 games in a row. As Echo Fox managed to win this bot lane by a sizable 20 CS, and that first turret Rush gets some alone time with the Mountain Drake. This one is going to be spotted, and simply Optic going to trade the Rift Herald for it. So a little bit of extra damage coming through for the Mountain stack, but Herald could mean just that much in total damage with a turret charge. Dokkan finally getting top lane down as well. Difference in first turret gold, only 150. So, you know, not a huge difference. It's basically a minion wave's worth of gold traded apart. The bot lane wave will be cleared, and we still have a very equal gold game. Just Triple Mountain really separating these 2 squads.
Yeah, and again, Triple Mountain really does not do anything for you unless you're going to be able to get to the Baron. Like, that is really the big ticket objective that you can get. Yes, it is going to help with turret damage if they do get out in those side lanes and are able to get some access to that. But Baron certainly, I think, is where they have to look. You can see Optic has a lot of kind of priority around that area, and the Baron isn't yet to spawn for a couple minutes, but certainly had very good vision to help them trade back that Rift Herald with 3 pinks in that area. And I'm looking to see if Echo Fox will now start to move as we approach that 20-minute mark up towards that quadrant of the map, try to reestablish vision, try to at least always have the threat of that Baron start, because even just denying out all these wards and clearing that out will make Optic constantly have to check in, constantly have to ward that pit. And that can open up for a lot of picks with the Lissandra, with the Ornn, with the Thresh, and I think that is where their comp is going to most succeed, especially with the dragons that they've picked up this game.
Well, Rush has chosen to evolve the Spike Racks here at level 11. I thought with maybe the chance of wanting to rush down a Baron, evolving Q for the cooldown, and just having the insane single target damage could have been a choice, but no, going for the more typical extra crowd control and the spread out spikes. Not a huge surprise, but one that was worth considering. Phoenix getting a potential blue buff steal here, which is quite nice. Echo Fox getting a little bit of control over this map. Crown will check. We'll see how good the double bomb's going to be. It's getting low enough, and about 500. No, nice proto belt. Phoenix gets it. Takes some damage, though. Will there be a chase? Crown is not going to go for it.
Yeah, not really any chance in actually killing him off, and they have not really any vision on this side of the map. So always going to be a bit nervous if anyone is there behind Phoenix. So just continually going to be farming this up. And we have seen a lot of Ezreal games go to the later stages, go to those kind of full build points where the Ezreal has been extremely effective. Thinking back to yesterday, Sven having a really standout game on the Ezreal. Bang, just last game that we watched, really was fantastic on that as well. And certainly since the Ezreal update, I do think that his late game got even stronger, and he is incredibly difficult to take down. And when paired with a Tahm Kench and a Zilean, can play pretty brazenly. You really can.
They might go for this.
Look to be aggressive.
Phoenix already has the E on cooldown, and we know he's at half HP. Dardoch gonna throw the E over the wall. There's not yet a dive. Even though they have the Zilean revive, they're worried about what kind of counter gank could come through.
Yeah, and I mean, Stopwatch and Self-Ult available do make it pretty darn hard, I think, especially to dive there onto the Aftershock Lissandra. So, you know, it would be a tough play to make. Perhaps you could pull it off with you know, the proper turret juggling and the Zilean ultimate, but that buys a lot of time for someone to maybe respond.
And right now, Phoenix's R cooldown is faster than Crown's, so even trading spells 1-for-1 wouldn't even be a positive timing-wise. Rush going to be fighting Dardoch yet again, this time for a Scuttle Crab. The age-old jungler battle. Who's going to kill the crab? It's Dardoch.
Dardoch able to grab that and does back off, but still, you know, we have yet to see the kind of Zilean plus Rengar combo being revealed. These guys have not really looked to go for it. And to be fair, there's not a lot of great targets, right? And that is where you do start to question it a bit. You can try to look for the bot lane. That's probably your best hope. But if Hakuo was positioned behind Apollo, that's going to be tough. You know, looking for solo as this tanky Ornn is tough. Lissandra seriously very, very difficult target to take down with self-ultimate and stopwatch available. So they will kind of have to pick their moments very well. And I think we want to see Dardoch being able to get on top of Apollo with the Zilean Bomb and try to burst him out. That is really the prime target.
Well, he'll look for it, but might just not get it. Mid lane priority going to Echo Fox. Pretty easy wave clear. Apollo can press Q. And that's all his, and he can keep stacking up here. Rage Blade on the way. That'll be an important power spike to grab. In the next couple hundred gold, he's about 1,000 away from getting that.
Yeah, and the Rage Blade I do think should be you know, a huge contributing factor also to that Baron threat. That is really, I think, when Kai'Sa can start to burn that down that much faster. Now, Dardoch, I think, has been performing quite well for Optic so far this season, and you know, there was kind of, I think, a lot of surprise among the community that he had not been picked up for an LCS squad. He was slated to start for Optic Academy, and you know, Medios was to be the starting roster, starting jungler rather for the roster here, as we will finally get a fight.
3 versus 1. Phoenix going to self-ult by a few seconds, and that's going to be enough time, even with the stun coming through, because he's got reinforcements. So, well, Optic forced out an ultimate, but it cost the Tahm Kench.
Yep, they have the redemption coming through, and the stopwatch was still available, so no way to really continue in on this. Infernal Dragon, pretty high priority for these teams. We'll see if Dardoch wants to go in, but it's already gone.
Yep. Neutrals being stacked up. Echo Fox playing the controlled neutral game right now, adding their 4th Drake. Ocean going to be next up on the docket. Of course, now there's only a chance of spawning Ocean and Infernal. Only 3 types can ever spawn. They've already maxed out their mountain count. So coin flips from now on, whether it's fire or water. And it's just wave clear again.
We did see yesterday Echo Fox trying to attempt a very heavy neutral objective focused gameplay, but TSM was able to kind of always, it felt, beat them to the punch. Be at that dragon faster. Be at that dragon, you know, and find the pick onto Rush and find these ways to always take these neutral objectives away. But today, certainly, Echo Fox has been doing a great job with it, and Rush on the Kha'Zix really is fantastic at taking down those dragons and has done it early and often. I mean, we're only 23 minutes in, and they're already at that 4 dragon mark, so potential to pick up a couple more before we even see an Elder show up.
And if you get that Elder with those stacks, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Things just disappear. And I mean, they started at 5 minutes, 30 seconds. Like, Rush was there as it spawned. They are getting a lot of these. Keep in mind, Drakes do spawn faster this season. Every 5 minutes, new one comes up. And they are on those cooldowns.
It's also worth noting, Solo has hit level 14, so he's gotten both of his upgrades, actually. Rushed the 2 of the items that he would want to upgrade, so he's sitting on Frozen Fist and Infernal Mask that has both of those Ornn upgrades.
Yep.
And as well, just actually having upgraded the Obsidian Cleaver. So he upgraded Rush's item there too, and every additional level that he's grabbing here is going to be allowing him to upgrade another item, making it that much stronger, and that is also kind of lying in the gold league to you, because those are worth a fair bit of gold in stats. I've heard it add around 1,000 gold per item or thereabouts. So that's around 3,000 additional gold just from those Ornn upgrades, plus whatever you want to count the Infernal for at this point. And then, you know, the Mountain Dragons aren't really worth combat stats, but obviously, you know,
they're worth gameplay impacting differences, right? So sometimes you'll get things that you wouldn't have otherwise, and the game turns around. You imagine Golden Guardians would have wished they had one in the previous game. They were off by about 1 second in completing that. And just sometimes those margins are all that matters. Well, moving on forward, 25 minutes into the game. The gold's still only 800 apart, but Echo Fox feel like they've been driving the whole way. Just these small leads catching up, and now looking for the big play, looking for the knockup. They're going to get only one. Some decent damage, but Dokla is separated from Gate, but no survival. No, instead, it's the Guardian Angel popped, or I should say the ult out of Crown. Dardoch dives in, 2-on-2, a stun is there. Good damage towards Rush. Pops a stopwatch. Diving in now is Phoenix, looking for Crown. But no kills just yet. They all get away. No deaths. 1-1 still the game.
Yeah, stopwatch used there from Rush. The self-revive used by Zilean, but everyone just able to kind of get out of there no problem. And it's very hard for these two teams to actually commit in, especially for Echo Fox when you're looking over at the Tahm Kench. The Zilean, there's very few targets you can actually really commit safely into trying to dive onto without being punished here.
Yeah, it is just so difficult. You've got Tahm Kench, you've got that Zilean, you've got revives, you've got everything you could almost want ever. So good luck finding the openings, and part of that is why Echo Fox has been spending all that time going for neutrals. The Dragons, I mean, they revive technically, but you get the benefits every time you kill them.
Yeah.
And 133 till Ocean is up. And that'll let them stay on the map for longer and play those Baron baits. They can hit Baron, take damage, and get the health back. And they can, it does feed into that playstyle at least a little bit. It does kind of help with that sort of win condition, or even with the sieging.
But I would like to see Echo Fox with more of a focus on vision control, right? When you're looking across the inventories, Hawkwo, yes, he has 2 pink wards, but there's one more pink ward among the other 3 members. There's not really a lot going on there among the other 4 members, excuse me. You know, and they're sitting on things like, you know, you see Ruby Crystal in the inventory of Solo, as well as Phoenix. You see the Doran's Blade being sat on by Apollo. No pink wards being actually bought up, and this to me is definitely, you know, an error. This is something where the coaches are going to be a bit frustrated by that when you're sitting on triple mountain. Baron baiting and Baron taking is a clear win condition. You want pinks in all the inventories, and you want to be able to set up that control.
And not even inventories. There's 2 control wards on the map for Echo Fox. One in front of that Baron pit and one right by the mid lane that you can see here on your screen in the brush. So they are not playing that vision very well. The hook's going to land, though, and they'll go for the team fight instead. But no, the stun stops it. Solo was rooted and couldn't go for the play, but they're going to find a hook anyway. They've got Dardoch. He's going to flash. He might just stay alive and chopped up by Gate, but is it going to be enough? He's still burning down, and he will be forced to be